give the call to the member for McKellar.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I want to firstly start off by thanking the Parliament, the Speaker, the people that have made it possible for this, for those of us who are with our communities during their time of need to still participate in this debate and indeed in the proceedings of Parliament. It is truly an amazing thing that could not have been done that long ago. I come from a community that delivered so much not that long ago over Christmas and New Year. While we were locked down, or as the people of McKellar prefer, the Northern Beaches prefer to think about, we kept people locked out, we were able to do so much to keep the rest of Australia free. That is, we were able to keep kids at school, people at work, families together, and good businesses in business. Now we are facing yet another great challenge, both here and across the rest of Sydney. While on the Northern Beaches, there has only been one instance of community transmission of COVID, and indeed in Mosman, North Sydney, and so many other parts of Sydney, there have been very few instances of community transmission. But we have shared in the pain. We have shared in the sacrifice that so many others need to go through. I want to thank my community. I want to thank people like Andrew Pearce, the president of Whale Beach Surf Lifesaving Club, who famously said that volunteerism is the price we pay for living on this planet. To Kingsley, who at the young age of 80-something finally started building that Surf Lifesaving Club, which was put on, which they have waited for so many years. As he reminds us, it will be replacing a temporary Surf Lifesaving Club that was built nearly 70 years ago. To Jane and Michelle at Bunnings, who have made sure that we all have the resources we need to make those improvements around the house. To Monica at Goutage Restaurant at Collaroy. To people like David Singer at Frenchie's, who have kept his restaurant and his business going when so many others have walked away. To Cindy at Taste Espresso. To people like Robert McIndoe at Sloppy Teas, who when this pandemic first happened, gave the shifts that his wife usually does during the week to other staff because they needed the money more than she did. I don't know how that went down at home, but it certainly worked well at work. The fact of the matter remains, Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, that when my community was asked to give more, we did. When the people of South West Sydney needed more vaccines, our workers, our tradies, our retirees, and our children, especially those doing the HSC, gave up their vaccines so that the people in South West Sydney could be vaccinated because they came from a hotspot. These are the sacrifices that we have made in order to ensure that we live not only in a country that will one day be free from this virus, or at least be able to live with this virus and be free, but so that all of us have a sense of sacrifice. Because when we locked down over Christmas and New Year, this sacrifice was critical in ensuring that so many other people right around the country were able to enjoy their Christmases with without being separated from their families, while so many families in the area that I represent on the Northern Beaches found themselves separated. We do not ask for equivalency, Deputy Speaker. We simply want people to know that we happily make these sacrifices. We give up these vaccines. We ensure that when indeed there was an area of concern at Glenrose, at Woolworths at Glenrose in the suburb of Belrose, we didn't have 50% of people getting tested, or indeed 75% of people getting tested. No, everyone got tested, and indeed some people got tested twice. So much so that the testing rate in Belrose is 107%. At one point, Deputy Speaker, there were so many people getting tested in Belrose that they equivalent of the rest of the state combined. These are the sacrifices we make, and they're the ones we'll continue to make. Thank you.